everybody. What's up, man? Welcome back. Welcome back to Helping Humanity Evolve. Y'all, my name is Jose. How's everybody doing today, man? I hope everybody's happy and healthy. Hope you guys meditating and connecting the source, bro. You know, we love you, we miss you. We want you to come home. You know what I'm saying? Quick shout out, man. Shout out to my subscribers. I love y'all, man. Shout out to Source. I love you guys. Shout out to my ancestors. Shout out to my archangels, my angel guys, my demon guys, and my spirit guys. I love y'all, bro. Shout out to the universe. Shout out to the Galactic Federation. Shout out to Trippy. Everything. I fucking love y'all, bro. Right. So, and listen, this Sunday, May 25th, 2025, it's 1:25 p.m. Right? You know, it's a beautiful day, bro. I went on a journey yesterday. It was beautiful. It was beautiful, bro. Oh my God, bro. You don't understand how beautiful my journey was, bro. I'm gonna tell you all about it, right? But what I did today, I came in the studio. You know, I want to practice. I want to practice, practice, practice. So I came in the studio. Now I didn't come in the studio yesterday the way I intended to. I intended to come in the studio before I went on my journey, so I could bang out some new music and perform to it. But that didn't happen, right? I ended up blasting off. So I blasted off. Now I did prep for my journey. I did get some beautiful music, bro. Listen to me. Y'all heard the Bone Thugs when I dropped, right? Y'all know how significant that song is to me, bro. Right? So I found that remix. Oh my God, bro. We killed that shit, bro. You understand? Shout out Bone Thugs and Harmony. I love y'all, bro. Right? I've been following y'all niggas since I was 15, bro. Right? Since I was 15 years old, bro. I've been listening to Bone, bro. So, that song really had a profound impact on me, bro. So that was just one of them, right? I got a bunch of other ones that I came across that are classics that I was able to bang out, right? I did a few Joker ones, right? I got some really good Joker ones, right? I got some Tech Nine ones, bro. I got some JLs. I got some Joey Cool, right? I got Ain't No Mountain High Enough, right? I got that one, bro. I did a lot, bro. All right, so we did all that, and that was after the journey. That was like not after after I hit my peak, right? Before I hit my peak, nigga, let me tell y'all what happened, right? And I got the tripod set up, right, and I got the phone angled a certain way when I'm recording, bro. So yesterday, when I hit my peak, bro, I went to adjust the phone and it was upside down, bro. The phone was upside down, bro, and I couldn't understand what the fuck was going on, bro. Right? Like, how's the phone upside down? I can't explain it, bro. Right? The phone's sitting on a tripod, bro, but it was upside down, bro. Like the whole, like everything just reversed. Everything in my reality reversed, bro. For like a few minutes, right? That shit was insane, bro. And I was like, I was in this wonky world, bro. Shit was wonky, bro. Like everything was weird, bro. Right? I was like, what the hell? Where am I, bro? Right? This place is insane, bro. Right? But it was trippy. It was trippy as shit, bro. Like I can't explain it, bro. I can't explain it. It's just the phone was upside down. The tripod was like bent at a certain angle, bro. Like this shit was weird. I was like, what the fuck happened to this thing, bro? How did this happen, bro? You understand? There was an experience, bro. It was a trippy one. I didn't get scared. I just like roll with it, right? I was like, I'm not gonna press nothing. I'm not gonna touch nothing. I'm gonna just keep dancing, bro, until everything goes back to normal, bro. Because I don't understand what's going on, bro. Right? I don't understand none of this shit, bro. Let me just go dance, bro. Because what the fuck, right? So I have my moments. I have my moments, bro. Uh, they took me to a vault, bro. They took me to it was like a vault, bro. And they told me all I have to do is walk in. They told me walk in, and I looked at it, right? I looked at it, and I was like, "That's the vault, bro." I was like, "What's behind there, bro?" Right? What's behind there, bro? And they said everything you could imagine, everything you ever could imagine is right there. And I was like, "What do I need to do?" You just gotta walk through, bro. Come on. They cheering me. Everybody's cheering me on, bro. They telling me, come on, come on, come walk through the vault. And I guess I'm having an inner battle, right? Because I didn't do it, right? I held myself back, and the opportunity went away. So, you know, I had to sit down. I had to sit down with this because I didn't understand it, bro. And you know, it's such a beautiful thing. And I didn't just walk. All I had to do was walk in, and I didn't do it. So this is in the battle. This is something I'm dealing with, you know, in here, right? You know, it could be manipulation, but it could be me, you know. So either way, I got to figure it out, bro. But the fact that I know where, you know, they took me there, bro. Listen to me. They took me there, and they told me, "Come on, bro. All right, walk through, bro. All right." And you know, I have to mentally prepare myself to do it. I guess, right? You know, but you know, it's a process. So next time I'll do it, right? Next time I'll do it, bro. I didn't know. I didn't know what, you know. I didn't know what it was. I didn't understand it. I didn't want to go into the unknown, bro. I didn't want to go into the unknown, bro. And I should have. I really should have, bro. But anyway, bro. Let me bless y'all with some music, bro. So this first joint I'm gonna bring you.
Connected to Yadwa's ST5 and Yadwa's ST4 Ultra. Crooked Outlast. Galaxy Tab A7 Lite.
87. Which means this one's not connected, bro.
Mobile device not found.
See?
Ready to pair.
I'm gonna pair right now, bro.
Yadwa's ST4 Ultra. Yadwa's ST5. Crooked Outlast. Galaxy Tab A7 Lite. Wales Tab S6 Lite. Yadwa.
Wow, bro, this is
Mobile
crazy.
device not found. Ready to pair.
It's not finding it, bro. There we go. There, bro. My fault, y'all. This is crazy, bro. I don't know if it's paired or not, bro. It's paired, bro.
Connected to Galaxy A155G.
All right, here we go, bro. Here we go. All right, Chopper New, this is like take 5, bro. Hold on. All right. Now, Chopper New, take 5, bro. Let's go. Take 6, whatever. Let's go. We're gonna do the ad deep. All right, Chopper 1, y'all. Take 3. Let's go. Take 2. Let's go. Strange. Listen, man, y'all ladies and gentlemen, we got social ability, we got the versus ability, we got you together. We love y'all, bro. Come on with us, man. It's a Chopper song, bro. Chopper, keep up, bro. About Chopper. Ready? Versus Chopper, man. Come on, dude, like an asteroid. Don't soar, annoyed with the bullshit the people employ. One of these toy, all deployed. Divine in the flesh, y'all. Yeah, the boy, gonna take some doors. Try to build this immersion, everyone to the void. No man has been on before. I already told y'all, I'm holding the door. I'm about to soar, I got rhymes galore. You think of a door, the way I explore. You need friends in the book, in the air, on course. First whoever do it, man, you can't ignore. More straight to the hardcore, this is civil war. Nigga, niggas trying to go to the Lakers store. You always the floor. If I miss no more, how you gonna elevate it? You don't take the floor. The mushrooms, the dodge, there about the floor. For the different names, so you ain't ready for sure. Say I get in the brochure, I'll still be sure. Got the same thing around, making niggas is yours. I'm a rock with the sword, shop will never be the door. Say I'm not the Lord, so I'm on the sword. Twin City dig, you never looking for horse. You like to game the storm, you already been warned. I already want my own death, let's keep it on, y'all be born. Didn't want to look the source, most people are scorned. I really should be reformed, already born. When I watch the Holy Ghost perform. so that's one of them, bro. Right, and I got another one. This one.
All right, y'all. This is like take 6, bro. Let's go. Another chopper again. This is like take 4, bro. Take 4, bro. Let's go. All right, we're gonna do a take 3 on another chopper again. Right? So we're gonna do what we do, bro. Let's go, bro. All right, another chopper again. Take 2. Listen, y'all wait to the building. All right, we got social in the building. We got the university in the building. We got some guys in the building. We got y'all broken Roberts, man. Let's do what you do. Ready? We know you, bro. Spit that shit, man. Let's go. Oh, watch out what's in the house today. Today, no, y'all. My name is Jose. You got the Bronx again. You got the free people, y'all. Jose, the rain. We about to be free. About to be 6 and 9. You agree. That's guaranteed. If you want to be me, you better go within. I better disease. You'll be disagree. Better grab your skis. You'll go to the end. You'll fucking disease. Know about my face of phase. All over. You weak. You are friend of the man. What's the sorcery? You got the way it was supposed to be. They got control of your heart. Electricity. They got copy and paste. Respect the first degree. And fantasy. We build this. Gradually. Into time. You better actually read a little crucial. You got to block this reality. And truth and inflect. Natural reality. This brutality. I'm a solo lead. Is a person that's finding out all the need. It's time for me to return home. I'm relationally. Everybody got to do Montana seed. First knows all angles. Live the read. We always make a real. That's my destiny. I'm the type of not lead. And change the dynamic. Personally. We love to fight. And jealousy. And Timmy the lead. It's the fans who we are. Practice the G. And the typical information. I'm talking to me. I'll go be. This is pretty free. If you want to be. It's in the west sun, y'all. It's like a tree. So I'll go to the limited. Just say G. We're going to show long to my team. Final beats. We all detainees. We all living in that precious. But I'm on the beats. I'm the friends with the barricades. That's your sleeve. I'm going to believe. Look at that. There's a lot of us to believe. You can really achieve everything you ever wanted to. Like a release. First rest to the world. You can never see. Start a dream. Our lives inside. It's not a dream, but it is a dream. It's amazing what it is. Here it seems. It really lies to you. Watch a history. Tell another truth. Man, I had it up. I see. I'm gonna get it now. This shit is a see. I'm gonna roll with me. They can't be like me. But you can be like yourself. Originality. I'm just saying the street. Get a ball for me. Bullet with the Holy Ghost on the bleed. Stop saying the bleed. Remember who you are. You aren't forced to be. You really hit the come yourself. When you're angry deep. You don't space with me. There's a feeling going on with the way it's supposed to be. You got consciously go cook it in the man. You got authority. You can't fuck with me. Get a ball for me. I'm a close to tree. Well, man, that's a new mind. But you're trying to keep up with me. Back proud. Y'all know y'all proud. This guy here. They don't want it with the source. They don't want it with the source. They don't want it with the source. Y'all.
All right, that's the second one, bro. I got 2 more, bro. But I wasn't playing with them today, bro. Listen, I was not playing today, bro. This one, bro.
Number 4, bro. That's amazing, bro. That's nice.
School take 5, bro. We're gonna fix it, bro. All right, take 4. Let's go. We're gonna do a take 4, bro. Y'all ready? School take 1. What's up, everybody? Y'all wait in the building, right? We got source in the building. We got the universe in the building. We got the building. We got y'all, bro. Come out with us, man. I already know what it is, but man. Y'all, man. You gotta do what you do. Hey, yo, what's the space, man? What it's gonna take, man? It's in the creation. Then it's in the making. You go creating. This is what you're here to do, like, they don't wonder what the source of me is making. This shit is faking. Shit goes deep, better reach the vibration. Things on the harmony, this is salvation. See a foundation, better for elevation and realization. Gotta grow, really gotta do determination. Gotta stay tuned to our visualization. Gotta get into to our visualization. I'm still on this level, and then dance again. I'm still never gonna really go and pick up my pen. So I can narrate my life with sand. And I can end it in. And I really understand. And I'm in pain, hell, either side of the plan. The beginning was written, like it's planned. Even though I've been to Japan, my life never been grand. So I dance for the fans, for the fans, for the community. Which people think it's meant for the fans. I'm gonna base my story, man. I wish I was playing. That's why I'm 70 friends. This plan, but it's like it's up to the heavens. Know what I'm saying? It's the bitch that made you think. You sitting there, and you're fucking the same. Niggas show you obeying. So we're sitting there, saying, God, that's the thing. And so that's the moment you awaken, honey. Let me teach you to take it. Alright, bro. I'll believe it here, bro. I'll believe it there, bro. I'll lay out on somebody.
I got one more, bro. One more for that ass, bro.
That shit came out fire, bro. Press play, let me hear that shit, bye-bye.
Alright, they don't. This is like take 5, bro. Let's go. Alright, this is like take 4, bro. Let's go. They don't. Take 3. Let's go. Alright, take 2. Let's go. Listen, y'all ready to the building. We got source in the building. We got the universe in the building. We got tricky everything in the building. We love y'all, bro. Come by with us, man. Y'all already know, bye. They don't wonder what the source is. Hell no. Let's do what you do. They the grind in the flesh, we got source trippy every day we coming back. And we never stop, that's a fact, bro. They don't want it, we rising to the top. We got the grind in the flesh, we got source trippy every day we coming back. And we never stop. Once again, y'all be coming through. We on planet Earth, man. Don't you already know? This is Yahweh, baby. This is yo, about to feel my vibe. It was coming to you. We gonna cleanse on the mildew. Spiritual, you gonna go within. It's spiritual. Gotta do it habitual. Cause even residuals, it's beneficial. Yo, this place artificial. The chop's like official, but it's superficial. Let me stop right here and give you a tissue. Your energy's misused, abuse since birth, malnutrition. They put poison in your food, try to have you feeling rude. But when you wanna build a source, polarity wins the new. They can never be you. They can pretend y'all, but they screw. They about to be rude. I don't mean to be rude. I'm the illest on the planet, man. My style is approved. But I wanna know y'all. I'm the truth, so don't get it confused, man. I got the tools. I found my boat, y'all. These niggas is doomed. I'm rocking all my jewels. I'm hitting all my wounds. I'm elevating mankind. Yo, I love mushrooms. I be zipping through the portals without leaving the room. Thanks to Trippy every day. We unlock the tomb. That was in the way, y'all. I'm at the cartoons. This is the place where all souls are grown. They don't wear costumes. They are the real. The big system immune, get a tune, we can form the monsoon. Check with the negative energy, smell the view. The Holy Ghost said that to a fucking buffoon. Manipulation, yo, you breaking the rules. Universal law, y'all, I thought you knew. Read what you sow, get like typhoon. Typhoon, better fly on your broom. He said I'm a baboon, someone can see what to do, y'all. This up the tune. Come to get on the train, man, the village is zoom. You already know why we about to resume. Look at the new rails, y'all about to be blue. Think about to be blue, about to be blue. That's all about to be blue. Like, they don't want it. We rising to the top, we got the fire in the flesh, we got source trippy, everything we come to mind. Yo, we never stop, that's a fact, bro. They don't want it. We rising to the top, we got the fire in the flesh, we got source trippy, everything we come to mind. Yo, we never stop, that's a fact, let's move. My head, bye. That shit is fucking over, bro. Let's go. They the women with the source, get them now. My head, bro, I love y'all, bro.
They don't want it. We rising to the top. I wrote that bitch today, bro. Right? So that's what I got coming soon, bro. You know, I'm always in the studio, bro. You know what I'm saying? I took a day off yesterday. I went on my journey, bro. I had a blast. Right? I had my realizations, right? I had my emotional coaster of a fucking journey, bro. You know, I was up, down, left, right, up, down, right. I was all over the place, bro. Like it was crazy, bro. You know, when I first started my journey, I was like in La La Land, right? And I went outside, listen to me. I went outside and it was clear skies, bro. It was completely clear, bro. There was not even a speck of a cloud in the sky, bro. And I sat down and I recorded myself, bro. Listen to me. I recorded myself for like 30 minutes, bro, just sitting there sleeping, bro. I was sleeping, bro. Right? And I would wake up and act like I wasn't sleeping, bro. So I don't know what I was doing, bro. But I know I sat there and I took my tripod with me, bro, and I was out there recording, bro. So I was recording myself basically, you know, I was in La La Land, bro. I didn't know what I was doing, bro. So whatever, right? I went out there for like 30 minutes. I sat in the sun. I fell asleep. I woke up. I fell asleep. I woke up. I fell asleep. You know, it was a process. And I recorded this footage. I didn't even know I recorded it, bro. But I recorded this footage. And then I came back in the house. You know, I came back in the studio. And I started dancing. And then, like, I don't know, an hour or two later, I said, let me go back outside. Bro, listen to me. There was so many clouds, bro. Listen to me. The sun was completely gone, bro, right? There was like they put clouds all over this bitch, bro. All over, bro. In a matter of an hour or two, bro. And they called for clear skies yesterday, bro. So I was like, these people manipulate everything, bro. So, you know, whatever, right? There was mad clouds in the sky, bro. Listen to me, they came out of nowhere. It wasn't even raining, bro. It wasn't cold or nothing, bro. It was stupid, bro. But this is manipulation at its finest. You know, it's at its finest, bro. You know, unless it happens to you, you wouldn't understand it, right? So I understand that. I see it for what it is. I really don't give a fuck, right? You could block the sun today. What are you gonna do tomorrow, all right? Eventually, we'll rise above that too, right? You know, it's okay. It's perfectly fine, bro. So everybody came through yesterday. Listen to me. Listen to me. And I'm gonna tell you what I did, bro. I did 7 grams. I did like a little over 7 grams. I didn't do 8. I gave a gram to Jordan. I told Jordan to take a mini journey, right? I gave her a gram and I did 7. So before I took my mushrooms, I went outside and I sat outside for about an hour. And I didn't take my phone with me. I didn't take no devices with me. I just went out there. I took a blunt with me and I took my vape and I went outside and I sat there for about an hour. I took off my slippers. I grounded, right? I put my feet on the rocks. I grounded, right? And, I set my intent on connecting with the sun. I set my intent on letting energy be transmuted through me. And I allowed the process to happen. And while the process was happening, once I created this vision in my mind of the golden light coming down into my crown, bro, and filling up my every being, right? And then being released down through me into Gaia so that Gaia can get some too, right? And, I got this whole picture going in my mind, bro. All this energy flowing through me, bro, and I can feel it, bro. So it's flowing through me. It's going to the planet. And during this process, I start to ask for what I want to do on my journey. Guys, it would be great if you guys can show me a new ability. It'd be really great if you can show me your presence, allow me to feel your presence again. I haven't felt you guys in a while. It would be great, right, if Source came through. And it'll be great if we could just keep all negativity away from me just for a couple of hours so that I don't have to worry because I don't want to worry. So, while we're in this process, can you take all my worries away? Can you take your worries, take any worries I have and just take them? Please just take them so that I can enjoy my journey. And guess what, man? They took them. They took them, bro. Listen to me. I had a fucking blast, bro, right? It's an emotional roller coaster, but they didn't allow any manipulation. They didn't allow, if people were trying, they didn't get through. They weren't able to. You know what I'm saying? They kept me protected, bro. So I learned that, taking that time, to communicate and to, establish a feeling and a connection with the planet and with the sun. And then speaking to them during this process, it really works wonders, bro. Listen to me, it works wonders, bro. Because not only did I get the experience of peace, I got the experience of bliss. I got the experience of the universe being inside of this room with me, bro. They came here, bro. They were here, bro. You understand? Source was here, bro. So they allowed me to have the experience. They came. They came, bro. I can't stress that enough, bro. They were here, right? So, the fact that they granted the wish for me, they heard me and they came, bro. And then not only that, they taught me something new, bro. They gave me a new ability. They gave me a new ability, bro, right? They showed me a brand new ability. Look at what you can do, bro. Look at this, bro. Well, how do I do it? Like this. And then they showed me, bro, and I was doing it. You understand? I was doing it, bro. So I got to see a new ability. Holy fuck, bro. They gave me everything, right? So they even took me to the fall. So, I had all these experiences and it was profound. It was really deep, bro. And, I understand what's happening. I understand evolution. I saw my true form. I saw my true form, bro. Like, it's weird to say, but my face is similar, but it's not, right? It is, but it's not, bro. I look almost caveman like. It's almost caveman like, bro. But advanced. Like, think of an advanced caveman, bro. This is the image I got, bro. Like, it was dope. It was dope, bro. We look different. We look mad different, bro. Y'all ever seen Thundercats, bro? Y'all remember Lionel? Y'all remember Lionel from Thundercats, bro? That's how I look, bro. That's how I look, bro. Oh, listen to me, bro. That's how I look, bro. This shit is crazy, bro. If you never seen Lionel from Thundercats, go look him up, bro. And that's what I saw yesterday when I saw myself, bro. Right? That shit was insane, bro. I think it was Lionel, bro. I think his name is Lionel, bro. I hope that's his name, bro. I haven't watched that cartoon in a while. But that's what I saw, bro. And it wasn't a cat form. I wasn't in a cat form. I was in this. It was this form. It was just different. It was different. It was very different, bro. You know what I'm saying? Almost like the past came together with the present and the future. You all into one body, bro. Like, you know, that's the best way I can explain it, bro. Like the past coming together with the present and the future, bro. And that's what I saw, bro. I was a whole different being. I was a new being, bro. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, bro? So it was dope. You know, needless to say, this shit was dope, bro. You know, I'm happy I got to have the experience. I'm happy I'm able to share it with you. Right? And we're going to get into this message, bro, from the stars, bro. Let me go locate it real quick. All right, so today's message brought to you by GFL. It was channeled by Michael S. So thank you, Michael S, for the channel. Shout out to you, bro. We appreciate it, bro. It's going to be narrated by Shakti. Right? In your case, it's going to be narrated by me. Now, Shakti is from the Lyrian Collective. From the Lyran Collective. Right? And the question was, are we entering a collective purge? And the description is collective purge alert. So I think I would take that information as yes, right? Yes, we are entering that purge, bro. Where we have to get rid of everything that doesn't serve. We have to eliminate everything that's not helping us, bro. You understand? And move forward. We have to move forward. We have to do it with love. We have to do everything with love, bro. So, great ones, I am Shakti of Lyra, touching your hearts in the precious interval of evolving energies. We of the Lyran Collective greet you in the moment of intensifying transformation. An intense June approaches on your world, a threshold of powerful collective realignment and purging of old energies from our vantage among the stars. We witness the wave of light growing in momentum as it nears your sphere. This June brings a significant cosmic gateway, a solstice portal of amplified energy that will accelerate the unveiling and healing of all that no longer resonates with truth. Know that this process is guided by divine intelligence. It may feel chaotic, but is actually an orchestrated realignment on a grand scale. The great cycle of separation is drawing to its long prophecy close, and all that has been hidden in the shadows is now being simultaneously brought into the light to be seen, acknowledged, and transmuted. Patterns and wounds carried through the lineages of long ages across lifetimes, ancestral memories, and even planetary epochs are rising to the surface for resolution. At last, we ask you to take heart in knowing that this massive unveiling is divine alchemy at work. As the illusions of division crumble you. Hold on. As the illusions of division crumble, you are each called to navigate these times as living embodiment of love, for that is your torch in the darkness. You do not journey through the upheaval alone. Innumerable benevolent beings, ourselves included, encircle your world and lend energetic support as you rebirth yourselves and your civilization. We come forth now with guidance to help you walk as love incarnate amidst the upheaval, for that is how you shall help birth the new dawn. Out of passing night, you may find yourself longing for rescue or external salvation amid the turmoil. Many of you have felt the deep wish for someone or something to intervene and deliver you from the world's heaviness. But we gently remind you, you were never sent here to be saved by another. You were sent here to be a light in the darkness. In the higher design, you yourself are the answer that was seeded into this world's equation. You descended from the realms of unity and brilliance, not to cower and wait, but to illuminate and uplift from within. The spark of source within you was meant to shine through the densest shadows. guiding others by example and by frequency alone. Yes, there are those of us in spirit and among the stars supporting you, but none will override the free will of humanity or do the inner work for you. The beacon must be lit from the inside of your own heart. Stand in this knowing that now that you carry the flame of hope this world needs. When you claim your role as a beacon, you activate the mission your soul chose before incarnation. No savior is arriving from outside because the savior has already arrived, and it is living and breathing, as even your smallest acts of love and courage send ripples across the collective field. Remember, one candle can illuminate a darkened room, and thousands of candles together can turn the darkest night into day. Embrace its truth and both humility and resolve, and watch how your radiance transforms the landscape around you. You were not sent here to blend into the despair. You were sent to shine as a living invitation for others to remember their own lights, for all the clamor and revolution in your world. Understand that the only true revolution is the revolution of consciousness, and it is ignited by choosing love again and again. In times past and present, many have sought to change the outer structures of society through force or anger, only to see new cycles of oppression take root. Learn from these patterns. A change in form without a change in heart will only repeat the old stories. The most significant uprising happens within the human heart when it turns firmly toward the light of compassion. Every time we choose compassion over judgment, forgiveness over resentment, or hope over fear, you are participating in a radical shift at the energetic level. These choices may seem humble or small in the moment, yet they ripple outward through the collective field in magnificent, often unseen ways. A wave of loving intention passes through the grid of human consciousness, can topple more tyranny and dissolve more barriers than any violent protest. Societies are truly transformed one heart at a time, and your consistent commitment to love plants the seeds of a new civilization grounded in unity. We observe that many of you carry a revolutionary fire in your spirits, a divine dissatisfaction with the old paradigm of separation. That fire is good. It is the catalyst for change, but channel it wisely. Pour that passion into the heart center. Can transmute your desire for upheaval into a steady beacon of unconditional love for self and in others. In doing so, you will witness a divine alchemy, and the very fabric of reality around you begins to shift to reflect this new vibration. By repeatedly choosing love, even in the face of hate, injustice, or apathy, you lead the quiet, steady revolution that no worldly power can suppress. This is the ascension of humanity, unfolding through each loving choice, an uprising of spirit that heralds a new dawn. Many of you wrestle with the idea of karma, viewing it as a punishment or a curse, trailing you from past lifetimes. We offer a liberating perspective. Karma is not punishment at all. It is a portal to deeper understanding, balance, and healing. Think of it as a curriculum your soul designed itself, a series of life lessons, chosen not imposed through the echoes of your past actions and experiences. You have given yourself opportunities to grow and harmonize energies that once fell out of alignment. When a familiar, painful pattern reappears in your life, it is not because you are condemned or bad. It is because your soul is gently guiding you to step through a gateway of resolution that you left open. On the other side of that portal lies wisdom, self-forgiveness, and release from the old story. For example, if you find similar wounds arising through different people or circumstances, recognize that life is lovingly offering you a chance to heal the root cause within you. Each karmic encounter is like a carefully placed puzzle piece, helping you remember the bigger picture of your evolution and interconnected relationships. This principle operates not only individually but collectively. Entire societies are now revisiting unresolved karmic themes, wars, injustices, and inequalities, so that these ancient imbalances can finally be brought to light and healed. Embrace these moments with gratitude rather than fear, for they signal that you are ready to move beyond the old cycle. By seeing karma as the sacred doorway it truly is, you can walk through it consciously into a higher octave of love and understanding. In this way, what once felt like a burden or a punishment transforms into the catalyst for your liberation and the soul's joyous growth. In this mounting energies of this time, chaos may swirl both in the outer world and within your own emotional depths. Old structures are crumbling, social systems are in flux, personal relationships are being tested and long buried. Long buried feelings are rising unexpectedly. We say to you with great love and clarity, the chaos you feel is the very storm you chose to enter before you were born. You gazed upon this epic upheaval from the vantage of spirit, and with ancient courage and compassion, volunteered to dive into it. You understood that within the storm's turbulence, your light would be most needed, and that through weathering these intense conditions, you will catalyze tremendous growth for your soul. And now that you stand amidst the tempest, it is understandable that waves of uncertainty and fear crash around your human self. But remember, at the soul level, nothing is happening to you by accident or whim. or whim. This chaos is a catalyst and a teacher. You enlisted for the collective and personal awakening. It is sweeping through to clear away illusions, to dismantle corrupt structures, and to force authenticity and truth to emerge from hiding rather than resisting the storm or succumbing to the panic anchor, or succumbing to the panic. Anchor yourself in the calm center of your being, the eye of the storm, where your inner light burns steadily. From that centered space, observe the storm's purpose without being carried away by it. Ground yourself through your breath, through moments of stillness, through trusting your soul's plan. The skies will clear in time, and you will find that the storm has transformed you and your collective in ways you planned before you ever came. Trust that you chose this adventure and that you carry all the inner resources needed to weather it and illuminate it from within it. You who identify as wanderers, souls from higher dimensions who journey to the earth sphere, remember that incarnating here means entering the realm of forgetfulness and distortion. Even the oldest, wisest souls can become entangled in the illusions of separation, fear, and ego while in human form. Do not be disheartened if you have felt lost, lonely, or mired in early struggles. Being a wanderer does not make one immune to distortion. In fact, your very empathy and your heightened sensitivity, gifts, carried over from your native realms can make the density of earth feel even more overwhelming at times. Many wanderers experience a deep longing for home and a sense of not fitting into this world. Know that this vulnerability and even that homesickness are not signs of failure. They are part of the sacred immersion you undertook. You chose to fully taste the human experience, to walk in the shoes of those you came to serve, so that you could transform the collective from within. That means you agreed to forget who you were for a time and face the same challenges as any soul, even if you feel you have fallen into the drama or made mistakes. Here, release that self-judgment. We assure you that even your so-called missteps has given you precious understanding and compassion. By navigating confusion and gradually remembering your light, you are fulfilling your purpose. So be gentle and patient with yourself when you temporarily forget your truth. Even your setbacks provide a greater empathy and insight to help others. You are awakening in one of the most challenging environments in the universe. And the fact that you are still thriving toward love is a testament to your strength. Release the pressure to be perfect, dear ones, for you did not come into this life to display some flawless ideal of spirituality. Many of you hold yourselves to impossible standards, thinking that if you were truly enlightened, you would never feel anger or doubt. But we tell you sincerely, you are not here to be perfect. You are here to remember. And the journey of remembrance winds through the valleys of trial and error. Every seeming mistake or shadow aspect you encounter is an opportunity to reclaim a piece of your divine nature. If you never faced challenges or stumbled, you would never discover the hidden strengths and truths that are being born from struggle. We witness many of you chastising yourselves for negative emotions or lapses on your path, believing you have failed your mission. Banish that notion from your heart, for it is an illusion. Even the masters who walk the earth experience moments of doubt and despair. That is how they gain the depth of their compassion and wisdom. Perfection was never the point of this human adventure. Authenticity, growth, and remembrance are when you remember who you truly are, a facet of the infinite creator experiencing itself. You begin to see that even your imperfections serve a purpose in the grand design of your soul's journey. You realize that the light of your being has never ceased to glow, even in your darkest hours. It is often when you finally chose to love yourself in your most unlovable moments that the most powerful awakening occurs. In that self-acceptance, the memory of your true self dawned, and that is the quiet victory your soul came here to achieve. Many of you have been taught that miracles are rare occurrences bestowed only upon saints or granted by some higher power to a select few. We are here to shatter that misconception. Miracles are not reserved for saints or prophets. They are living codes within you, woven into the fabric of your being and waiting to be activated. What you call a miracle is simply the natural result of aligning deeply with the creative source energy that permeates all things. You carry this creative force in every cell that is a part of your multidimensional blueprint as a soul in a human form. When your heart and mind open fully to the infinite possibilities of love and intention, those dormant codes begin to awaken, and what once seemed impossible becomes possible. Think of the seemingly superhuman strength a mother finds to lift a vehicle off of her child in an emergency. That is a miracle coded in love and need activating without conscious thought. Consider the spontaneous healings that occur when someone is surrounded by prayers or experiences, a courageous inner shift. Those are the miracle codes responding to alignment with source energy. You hear stories of ordinary people manifesting extraordinary outcomes in times of need or grace. They are no different from you. In those moments, they simply unlock their inner divine potential by tapping into unwavering love of faith. You too can do this consciously and consistently with practice and trust. Begin by truly believing that you are worthy of miracles and that this power lives in you as much as in any enlightened being. Then attune yourself to the subtle guidance of your soul. Your intuition will lead you towards situations and states of being that spark these inner codes to life. The more you cultivate joy, gratitude, and compassion, the more you will witness the veil between physical limitation and spiritual possibility dissolve. Indeed, you are a miracle worker in training, here to remember that what you call magic is simply the quantum law of love in action. Throughout all cosmic realms and eras, it has been proven that love is the master key, the only force that truly dissolves distortion and returns consciousness to clarity. Whether the distortion is a false belief, a deep soul wound, or an entire system of injustice, it cannot maintain its cohesion in the presence of pure unconditional love. This is not a naive sentiment, but a fundamental law of energy. Love is the original frequency of the one creator, and it naturally harmonizes and reorders all vibrations back towards divine truth when you encounter darkness or negativity, whether in yourself or in the world around you. Your initial impulse might be to fight it with equal force or to flee from it in fear. But we counsel you instead to meet it with love as your shield and sword. What does this look like in practice? It means that if anger rises within you, you do not shame yourself for it, but rather hold that anger in the field of compassion until it dissolves into understanding. If someone directs hurt or hate toward you, respond after protecting your healthy boundaries with as much forgiveness and empathy as you can, thus halting the cycle of pain. If you see injustice and wish to change it, if you take action motivated by love for those harmed rather than hatred for the perpetrators, love is active and powerful. It is not weakness to surround distortion with love. It is to shine a high frequency of light on the lower frequency pattern. Over time, the lower pattern cannot help but to rise or fall apart under such illumination. Know that only love heals at the root level and creates lasting change. Any other force is merely a temporary fix. So remember, love is not merely an emotion or ideal. It is a cosmic force of the fundamental creative energy of the universe. When you align with it, you become an instrument of that omnipotent force. And through you, distortions, great and small, begin to lose their power. Aligned with love, you become a healer, a beacon, wherever you go. The shadows of this field cannot hold their form against your radiance you carry. At this very moment, you are surrounded by countless loving beings in the unseen realms. Though you may feel alone at times, in truth, a great support team walks every step with you. You may call them spirit guides, angelic guardians, ancestors, ascended masters, star family. The labels vary, but their love is constant. Each of you has guides dedicated to your journey. Some has been with your soul across lifetimes. They know you very well, and they love you without condition, gently influencing and protecting you in line with the divine law and your soul's plan. We too, the lions, have often lend our light to guide those who resonate with our energy. Remember, all guides must honor your free will and they cannot intervene overtly or steer you without your consent. In essence, they can only act powerfully on your behalf. When you are energetically aligned and inviting their assistance, when your frequency is low, clouded by despair or anger, it is like static that makes their guidance hard to receive. But when you raise your vibration through prayer, meditation, gratitude, or choosing love, you tune your dial to their frequency and create an opening for them to step in more directly. In those aligned moments, you might notice synchronicities, sudden inspirations, or helpful opportunities appearing as if by magic. Likewise, when you clearly ask for help and then surrender the details, you allow your team of light to orchestrate blessings in your life that you might not have imagined. Be attentive to subtle signs and coincidences. They are often gentle whispers from your guides. We stress that you are never truly alone, even in your darkest hour. Your guides stand just at the perimeter of your free will, ready to assist the moment you call. Align with your higher self. Speak your intentions, and trust that the universe conspires with your unseen allies to support you. This is the grace of the support network around you, ever present and eager to help, empowered by your conscious invitation. The time has come to sharpen your inner vision and perceive truth beyond surface appearances. We urge you to see beyond the faces and the outer roles people play. Activate soul recognition now. When you meet another person, look past their personality and physical form, beyond labels and differences, and tune into the eternal being that lives behind the eyes. This shifts from seeing with human eyes to seeing with the soul will awaken ancient memories of oneness and kinship. You may start to notice a spark of familiarity with people you once thought strangers, or deep compassion, even for those who challenge you. Many you cross paths with are souls you have known and loved in other times or realms. They may be a part of your soul family who agreed to play a certain role, even difficult ones, for mutual growth. By recognizing the soul light in each other, you bypass the illusions that have kept humanity divided. Illusions of race, religion, nationality, and all the other labels of separation. In truth, all consciousness emanates from the one source and wears countless masks. See beyond the mask and you heal the wound of separation. At its root, this recognition is the key to collective healing. When you practice soul sing in daily life, relationships transform and unity consciousness blossoms. Understand too that this moment is not about mere survival or simply enduring a difficult time. It is nothing less than a galactic rebirth. Unfolding, your planet is undergoing an initiation, shaking off the old density as it prepares to join a higher octave of existence. The upheavals, crises, and revelations you witness are the labor pains of a new era being born. As old ways burn away, Earth is like a phoenix ready to rise, renewed and luminous. The dark night of the soul for humanity is giving way to the dawn of an enlightened civilization. And Earth's rebirth is part of a broader ascension wave moving through many star systems. This is why so many galactic eyes are upon you now, offering assistance and eagerly watching your transformation. You are key participants in the epical cosmic event. Trust that you are midwives to an unprecedented birth. Keep the eyes of your soul open, and you will move beyond fear into an awe at what is emerging by choosing to see with love and soul recognition. You not only navigate this transition more smoothly, you also help midwife the new reality into being. In this great symphony of co-creation, each of you is a precious instrument. The universe is singing through you. Each soul is a unique tone and a vital note in the harmony of the spheres. Let that cosmic song be heard in your laughter, your creativity, your honest tears, and your acts of kindness. Do not mute your authentic expression out of fear or doubt, for it is source of self-expression through your soul. When we allow your true voice and vibration to flow, you uplift all of creation. We now conclude that this transmission with a final living activation to carry in your heart, to love, is to remember who you truly are. Every time you choose love, whether towards yourself or another or the world at large, you reclaim the victory of your divine origin. In those moments of pure love, there is no separation between you and the whole of existence. The illusion of otherness dissolves. This is the great secret and the ultimate revelation. Love is the doorway back to your core essence. In the one light, let this truth ignite within you now, lighting up every dormant corner of your being. You are love. You are remembrance. You are the dawn in human form. Each of you is a harbinger of the new era by virtue of the light you carry. Step forward now, radiant and brave, as the intensity rises, as the old falls away, and know that we of Lyra stand beside you in unwavering support and devotion through every step of this process. Embrace this collective realignment and purge with open arms and an open heart, for you are here to shine through it and help transmute it. We love you dearly, and we witness your victory always. In all ways, I am she of Lyra, embracing you with leonine compassion. Hold your stance, beloved ones. These illusions will not define you. They are merely the final illusions of an old age, dissolving as you usher in the dawn of a new cosmic era. Right, so that was a beautiful message, bro. That was insane, but that was great, bro. So, shout out to Michael S., right? Thank you for that channel, bro. Shout out to Shekti. Thank you for that message, bro. Shout out to the GFL. Shout out to the Lyrans. We love y'all, bro. We appreciate your help on this journey, bro. That was a beautiful message, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to leave y'all with that, bro. I hope y'all have a beautiful Sunday. God bless you. Meditate, connect to the one and only, bro. We want you to come home, bro. Stay tuned. I got more fire coming, bro. I love y'all, bro.